This is Margaret's birthday today. No, it was yesterday.
Yeah.
And are you, how old are you now?
8.
Today is March 17th. It's Uncle Josh's birthday, and you were born on March 16th. And Tyler, how old are you now?
14.
What day is today, and why do people wear green?
March 17th, and it's St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about St. Patrick?
I don't know why they call it St. Patrick's Day.
I do.
Well, tell me what you know about St. Patrick.
Well,
I think I know too.
Well, I think because it's St. Patrick's Day, because when St. Patrick, is that a real saint? When St. Patrick, he thought about this thing called St. Patrick, and I think like his favorite color was green or something, and he made up like the thing called St. Patrick's Day. Because look, on these necklaces, there's green leaves, and on that there's a green leaf. So
I know why we celebrate St. Patrick's Day is because there was this guy who wanted to make his own holiday. Because he's been seeing how much people had celebrate their other holidays, like Christmas, the 4th of July. Christmas was the day when Jesus was born. So he decided to have a holiday called Christmas.
You mean St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we wear green because for those who aren't wearing green, it gets pinched. Because if they're not wearing green, it means they don't believe in St. Patrick's Day, and they have to get pinched. St. Patrick's is a guy named St. Patty. He was he loved the green. He loved the color green. It was like his favorite color. So I guess he wanted 4-leaf clovers, and God planted all the plants and made them green. No, because it's St. Patrick's Day to make St. Patrick.
What country was he from? Do you know what country he was from?
I think he was from
Georgia.
Where do you think,
Georgia.
Margaret? No, what do you think, Margaret, where he was from?
I think he was from, well, at the looks of him, it looks like he was from like Britain or England or something.
Very good. You're closer. He was from Ireland.
Ah.
He was Irish.
I think Thanksgiving was part of St. Patrick's Day because
I think.
Yeah, I think too because well, it sounds like similar because St. Patrick's Day is kind of like St. Thanksgiving because they both have thanks in it. Say so like St. Patrick's Day and Thanksgiving, and they look like each other because when it was back then during like the medievals,
mid 1880s.
A lot of them wore green in that day on Thanksgiving and green and brown and like purple and something.
I think St. Patrick is I think St. Patrick's is a leprechaun, as far as I know. Yes, because St. Patrick's Day is a leprechaun is the main person of St. Patrick's Day.
You mean you think they're real leprechauns then, huh?
Yeah, I do. I think they're real because they're not. Oh, whatever.
Well,
but
it's been a nice interview. A nice interview.
Just
Well, thank you for your interview. Now that you're thoroughly confused, who is St. Patrick? Well, he's obviously not what Margaret, my granddaughter, said at 8, or her cousin Tyler that said at 14. St. Patrick actually lived, and we're not sure if he was Irish or British or Scottish. There's question because it goes back to about 400 AD. But we do know that he evangelized Ireland. He was kidnapped, I think, when he was in Scotland, and then taken to Ireland. He served as a slave. He escaped on a merchant ship, went to Rome, studied in a seminary of some sort, whether Catholic or Protestant or some Bible training facility. He learned enough of Jesus, was converted to Christ, and had such a passion for the Druids and the people of Ireland that he went back to his captives and began to evangelize them. And thus we have the story of St. Patrick, the real St. Patrick. So kids say the darndest things, and unless we go out of our way to train them, can you imagine 1900 years later what people come up with about certain people that lived in history? If we don't teach them right, they're going to come up with some cockamamie ideas. So it's our responsibility as educators, as parents, and as relatives and friends to do the truth about people that are historical. So I thoroughly enjoyed that interview. I hope you did too. And hopefully Margaret and Tyler will learn who the real St. Patrick is and was. I leave you with this word to pause and ponder.